can appreciate where you're coming from, but by the same token, you got to realize where I'm coming from. You know, I have devoted my whole career. Wait a minute, Jeff. Come here and listen. I have devoted my whole career to one thing. When I first set foot in a wrestling ring, I made up my mind then and there it was going to be my ultimate goal to one day win the World Heavyweight Championship.
Me too.
Well, okay, all right, Jeff. That's fine. And I have been there. I won the title, and I feel like I got screwed out of the title by this jerk right here. And now I get another chance to, that's right. Now I get another chance that may not come along very often, but I get another chance to wrestle Terry Funk if I win this tournament. I got to tell you, no, there's no way I'm going to pull myself out of a tournament, because this is the only way that somebody's going to get a shot at Terry Funk.
All right, fine. Gilbert, I want to ask you, I know you're saying no, and I understand everything. Gilbert, I want to ask you something, Gilbert. You're born in Tennessee, and I think you got a little pride. Will you be my partner? I don't have to agree with everything, because I'm sick and tired. I know what you're going to say. Something about Lawler. I'm asking you, will you be my partner?
No, I'm going to say it about him. He wants to stand and say he's not going to pull himself out of the tournament. If he's not going to pull himself out of the tournament, I'm sure not, because I'm not going to let you go in and win the world title, because it's your big aspiration. So no, I'm not pulling myself out of the tournament, not as long as he's in it.
Well, Gilbert, you don't even deserve a title shot, and Jerry, I can understand you want the world title. I'll get a partner.
Well, Jeff Jarrett.
See what you did. See what you did.
See what I did. I didn't do anything.
All you had to do is say, yeah.
Wait a minute, Eddie.
No, I mean, you listen. What Jeff needs to understand, and especially what this idiot right here needs to understand is, well, just listen to what I've got to say. Well, I'm telling you that this is a chance that may not come around again very often for me, especially. Now, yeah, well, that's right. Hey, I'm not a man enough to stand here and admit it. Now, Jeff Jarrett is a young guy, and sure, he's looking at maybe 100 title shots in the future. Well, you know, I've had title shots in the past, and now I'm going to get a chance to get another one, and I'm sure. I don't like Eric Embry, and I don't like Tom Pritchard, and they're from Texas, and they're out here running their mouths, and they're jumping on everybody's back. But, you know, I've had my head busted 1,000 times. I understand where Jeff is coming from right now, but I hope that Jeff can understand where I'm coming from. Right now, the most important thing to me in the world is regaining the World Heavyweight Championship. And all I have to do to get a shot at regaining that championship is get past him, and now it looks like Steve Austin. Well, I'm man enough to stand here and tell you that that is nothing but a step for a stepper, brother. And I will get past you, and I will get past Steve Austin, and then it's bring on Terry Funk. And Terry Funk is from Texas, too, and right now, he, to me, epitomizes the best in the world. He's got the World Heavyweight Championship belt around his waist, and he's from Texas, and all I got to do is knock him off and put that belt back around my waist, and then I feel like, you know, you're talking about pride in the state you're born and raised in. Well, sure, I'm from Tennessee, and I'm proud of it. Memphis, Tennessee has been my home, and I'm not like a lot of these other jerks. I have stayed right here in this area when, sure, I've been called by WWF, I've been called by NWA, I've been called by all the organizations, but I've stayed right here in my hometown, and right here in this area, and right here for these fans that have made me what I am today. And I am not going to step aside when I got a chance to win the World Heavyweight Championship and represent these fans once again and be the world champion. And Eddie Gilbert, I don't care what you got to say about it, and unfortunately I don't care what Jeff has to say about it, because right now the championship is the most important thing to me, and that's number one on my mind. And brother, when I set my mind to something, and you better know it, Eddie Gilbert, ain't nothing going to keep me from doing it.
Well, what you ought to do is go on back there right now and try to talk to Jeff Jarrett, because you're going to alienate yourself. You're not going to have any friends after what you just did to Jeff Jarrett.